Welcome to another edition of the CS Podcast, where you can hear interviews with special guests such as
Dayon Buchanan, Tom Waddle, Pierre Desir, Brent Berry, Ed Werder,
and many others.
Too big, too strong, too fast, too good.
So be sure to subscribe and tune in to the CS Podcast on YouTube at youtube.com/ChristianRE722.
Did you not get the memo?
That's www.youtube.com/ChristianRE722 for great interviews. Be sure to check out the CS Podcast.
You are ridiculous.
Welcome back to the CS Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Shanafel, and I'm now joined by one of the newest members of the Baltimore Ravens. He signed with them following the 2015 NFL Draft as an undrafted free agent out of Rutgers University, offensive lineman Kaleb Johnson. Kaleb, I appreciate you taking some time to join the show. How's it feel to be a Baltimore Raven?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm ready to get in there and get to work. So, man, I was doing it to compete for a spot, so I'm going to go in and give it my all.
And can you take us through the process of becoming a Raven? I mean, throughout this draft process, I see that you participated in both the Jets and Giants local pro day. At any point throughout this draft process, did you know that the Ravens had any interest in you?
Oh yeah, I was talking to the Ravens probably 3 or 4 weeks before the draft had even started. So, I mean, I was excited about it for a workout, and that didn't happen. But hey, you know, it is what it is. I will have a great relationship with Coach Walker still already, and I mean, I'm excited to get in there and play football.
Now, throughout your time at Rutgers, you were able to see the field right away. You had success right away. As a freshman, you were able to start 11, 12 games, and you were named a freshman All-American. In 2012, you started every game at left tackle and was named the All-Big East second team. As a junior in 2013, you then moved to left guard, started all 13 games there, and I believe you were considering entering the 2014 NFL Draft. But ultimately, you returned for your senior year, and you started all 13 games at left guard once again. You've certainly seen a lot of time on the field throughout these last 4 years. Being able to start 50 games, how would you describe your overall experience at Rutgers playing for the Scarlet Knights?
I had a great experience. Like you said, being able to play that many games it's a blessing for me, I think. And I was durable enough to do it, and I was able to beat out everybody else that week, and I was the best at the position from the time I got there to the time I left. So, I mean, it was all a blessing, and I was able to do it.
Now, this past weekend, we had the 2015 NFL Draft where you received that phone call from the Baltimore Ravens as an undrafted free agent. Were you surprised that you went undrafted? I mean, did you expect to receive a phone call in the 6th or 7th round at all?
I wasn't surprised that I didn't get drafted. Everybody was letting me know. I mean, throughout the season, I probably wanted to draft it. And even if I would have gotten drafted in a later round, it wouldn't have been as good as me selecting where I wanted to go.
Mm-hmm. Now, when the Baltimore Ravens finally dialed you up and let you know that they wanted you a part of your team, you mentioned that you've been in contact with them, 3-4 weeks before the draft. What was your reaction to receiving that news that you would officially be a Raven?
I was very excited. I have my family around me, and they were here supporting me, and I mean, there's nothing else like it. I mean, it's like a dream come true.
Now, one of the newest members of the Baltimore Ravens out of Rutgers University, offensive lineman Kaleb Johnson, joining the show. And Kaleb, how's that sound? I mean, I'm sure that'll never get old hearing that. I mean, Kaleb Johnson of the Baltimore Ravens, will it?
Yeah, never, man. It's dream come true. It really is.
So you're joining a fellow Rutgers alum, Jeremy Zuda, on that offensive line. Throughout the years or even the last couple of days, have you communicated with him at all?
Yeah, I talked to Jeremy last week, and he was just letting me know about the whole process and things like that, giving me advice, and I just let me know that Coach Walker still is a great coach, and I would love Baltimore, things like that. And I'm ready to get out there and play with him.
Now tell us what kind of tell us not only what kind of player the Ravens are getting, but what kind of person is the team getting?
I try to stay humble as much as possible. I don't really like talking about myself, but I mean, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna compete. I'm gonna push starters to compete, and I'm gonna push everybody in the program to compete. So I want to win. I just want to win. My main goal is get in there and get Baltimore Super Bowl. I want everyone to win the national championship and college. I didn't get to win a state championship in high school. My goal is to win the Super Bowl now.
Well, you're definitely joining a team with a ton of talent, and of course they're just a few years away from winning the Super Bowl, so your chances are looking pretty good with joining the Baltimore Ravens now. Any idea when you report to rookie minicamp? I mean, when are you headed to Baltimore?
Yeah, I'll be headed out to Baltimore this Thursday. So.
All right, and how excited are you for that?
I'm very excited. I'm ready to get the wheels spinning.
Now, I got to think that, throughout these last few months, getting ready for the draft, you're doing a whole bunch of work, for the pro day. How different exactly is getting ready for a pro day and just getting ready for a regular football game? I mean, I got to think there's a lot more conditioning and a lot more extra work into getting ready for a pro day, which in the end doesn't really matter. You look at the tape and you see if a guy could play or not.
Yeah, I agree. I'll definitely get ready for the pro day. It's more of just training for the drills, the 40-yard dash and all the three-point drills, stuff like that. But playing football is a different type of training. Being offensive lineman, you need to make sure you have all your feet work things down and make sure you're able to move and do all the passing drills. So I mean, it's definitely a different type of training, but at the end of the day, if your body's in shape, I feel like you can do both.
Being an undrafted free agent, are you going in with a chip on your shoulder? I mean, is there something to prove here?
Yeah, I definitely think you could say I have a chip on my shoulder at this point. Mm-hmm. I didn't get a back to combine either, and hey, I feel like I'm better than a lot of the guys that won this draft. So I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna compete, and I'll let my play do all the talking.
Hey, sounds great. So this Thursday, you report to rookie minicamp. Kaleb, congratulations on joining the Baltimore Ravens. Thank you very much for taking some time out of your busy day to join me on the show. I really appreciate it, man. All the best.
No problem, man. Thanks for calling.